today's story a little bit. Now, these stories, again, I'm sharing with you now, I just downloaded, are stories that Rabbi shared at his Shabbos table, Fabrengens, whatever. So we were talking about Reb Zalman David Michlin. Reb Zalman David Michlin was a devout Ovid of the Babich. He died as a young man. He died in the year after the Stalkos of the Rebbe Rashab. For those who didn't hear, just all you have to know is that the Rebbe Rashab said to those who queried, is it true that Avin, Yireh, Abbas Hashem, Yiras Hashem is Shaykh today? He said, yeah, Zalman David. The Rebbe Rashab speaking. And we told a few stories, and they're just exquisite and beautiful stories about this extraordinary bocher, and even married, died young, Ovid, masculine. So here's a word from Zalman David. We kind of, obvious to us today, but he said it was quite novel, and it's worth repeating. And I translate. The Alter Rebbe made the Alter Rebbe made in Yiddish, Shittere der Cheme von Welt. He made the corporeality of the world a little finer, a little more transparent, a little less opaque, and said that before the Alter Rebbe, the Shama Chadasha came down to the world and trailblazed Chassidus Chabad, and he says, and then he adds over here, okay, even in places where Chassidus hasn't gotten yet, if they would hear what the Alter Rebbe says in Shayichud Ve'emunah, which is what we're talking about now. This is our subject. It's creation. The biggest, the most wonderful heads in the world, and they would understand the mechanics, it says, even to understand the mechanics of it. It says the cheshbon, advarim, but it wouldn't be ogulate, yunach. It wouldn't it wouldn't click as a yidus. Because the world cries in its whole very identity, that's I am, that's it. It's an Eibushter also, but I am. But he says now, he says, a young boch in Timchit Mimim, it's like Tichapayim. That's the truth. The Eibushter is the only reality. And if you would tell him, if you learn in the Maybe, you should know that the whole world is an illusion, then this would be even more, that makes more sense. That the world is an illusion, then that the world is real and there's also an Eibushter. But he's saying that this is only possible after the Alter Rebbe literally trailblazed, opened the Gashmius and the Ruchnius, and allowed for minds, you and I, to not just grasp on some technical level and understand the cheshbon, okay, but there should be ogulate, which means really, define our lives largely in decisions in our life. What's Elikus b'pshitus, the reality is godliness, and there's also a world, and how do you reconcile that the world is one with the Eibushter? That's the problem. How do you reconcile creation with God, not God with creation? That's something that the Alter Rebbe trailblazed and now becomes, he says, the Nachlas HaKlal. It's everybody can relate to this now. He was speaking then, the Bachem Timchet Mimim, and the Rebbe is bringing this to the whole world. Maybe that's the reason the world is so restless now, in a state of agitation and confusion, because there's the sense of the emes is not what we think it is. All right, friends, to be continued Be'ez Hashem tomorrow. So wonderful day, everybody.